First off, hats to Penn State. They're obviously number 3 in the country for a reason. They just make you play volleyball. And I thought in the first set we came out and I don't think necessarily they overlooked us at all, but we came out and we executed a few things that all year long we've talked about, and we had a game plan and we were following it, and things were doing really, really well. And second game, obviously we came out and they turned it up a notch, and we didn't respond the way we wanted to. But in the third game, we're up by a couple late in the game and just kind of ran out of gas there at the last minute. And then fourth is, when they turned it on and we just didn't respond early enough. So it's what good teams do. Can't be upset about that. I'm really proud of the way that my guys worked all year long. The team that played tonight for us was definitely not the team that we started the year out with. And I couldn't be more proud of Omar and Liam and Yorgi and Paul and all those guys. They kept fighting all year long, and we kept chipping away and just unfortunately it didn't go our way tonight. But by no means do I think that they lost the match. I think Penn State won that one, and that's okay. And we will learn and we will get better because we are bringing everybody back next year. And this is exactly what we wanted to do. And so we will get back after it when the fall comes around.
Coach, you talked about having the number 3 team in the country back on the ropes in that first set. What specifically was it that was working so well for you guys? And what specifically was it then that Penn State adjusted to as the game went on?
Well, we made some adjustments blocking wise, made some adjustments serve wise, just trying to make them think a little bit about what was going on. When you try to play the game that they're used to and just go mano a mano, you got to be really, really good at all facets. And so rather than us trying to play that game, we decided to make some moves on our own. And I think we made them think twice a couple of times. But they adjusted. And that's what good teams do. And I still think as the match wore on, we still took care of some things. I think our service pressure got a little bit relaxed at the end, which is probably one of the reasons why we weren't as successful. But I was real happy with the way that my guys bought into that scheme, and we thought we executed pretty well in the first few games.
Omar, it seems like you guys were bringing a lot of energy early on. How do you think you guys were kind of trying to set the tone in this match?
We just kind of came out. We told ourselves we have to come out. It's number 3 team in the country. We have to play every single point as if it's the last one. So yeah, we just gave it everything, every single point. We stuck to the game plan, and I think that helped us out a lot. In that first set, we definitely caught them by surprise. And second set went on, and that third set is point by point. We win that set, who knows? We're up 2-1. Game can go differently, but yeah, I'm just proud of the guys.
Coach, what did you tell your guys after you took the first set against the number 3 team in the country? And did you see anything that your guys did differently in those following sets, or was it just Penn State clicked?
I told them it's something we should expect to be doing. We knew all along as this year progressed that we have the tools necessary to be successful. You look at our record, and although it says 13 and 15. Some of those losses in the 15 are some of the top 5 teams in the country. And some of those teams we're going 4 and 5 with. If you take a look at our roster, we had 3 true freshmen starting on the court and a sophomore. And that's something to be commended about. Pretty happy about that. But that's how we expect to play. And it's not a surprise. It wasn't that we got lucky. That's how Mason plays. And, in recent years, Penn State's had our number, but in the first few years, it's a battle back and forth. It's 500. We win and lose, and we're even. So, they just have a good recruiting class. And those guys have been together for 5 or 6 years. The COVID holdovers, that's helping them out a little bit, and good for them. That's how it's supposed to be done. I used to coach here. I get it. So, yeah, that's what we did.
Omar, like Coach kind of said, you guys kind of do have a younger group. What are you looking forward to next year with this group?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to come back and get on the court, same group of guys. So we all have a year or 2 under our belts, and that's good to know, because sometimes it's hard playing with some younger guys. They're trying to feel their first time in the semifinals, first time in the playoffs, and now they have a feeling of what it feels like to be in a game like that, in a tight game. So hopefully next year we carry on with this feeling that we felt after the match, and just take it on and maybe do better things, which I know we will, because it's a young group of guys.
How are you gonna use how you feel right now to fuel you guys, I can't talk, fuel you guys into the fall as you try to come back and exact a little revenge next year?
Yeah, it's just, taking the emotion and looking at it. We all looked at each other. We want to be in the same spot next year. And instead of losing, obviously winning and capitalizing on the few plays. And that starts from tomorrow, this weekend. What do we do? Get into the weight room this summer. How much are we practicing? We can't just relax and stuff. And then in the fall, go as hard as possible because I'm excited for next year. Next year is going to be a good one.
Omar, is there anything specific you or the team is really gonna work on in the off season to get better for next year?
Specifically, just get stronger, and just get a little smarter with volleyball IQ, because I think all the guys on the court and off the court and on the team have like really good volleyball IQ, and their skills are great already. So just improving small techniques here and there, stuff we already know how to do, just improving those things I think are going to help us a lot for next year.